Welcome back to Northside LDN. He's Basuma. He's going to Tottenham. The bid has been accepted, £21 million, something like 26 million euros. A player that's been linked to Arsenal for numerous transfer windows. And Antonio Conte has come to Spurs within months, identified the player that he wanted, and like that, it's over the line. While Arsenal has spent months trying to sign Marquinhos and still don't have a clear player and a clear strategy to how they're going to sign players this summer transfer window. Listen, let's go give it to Fuad, because this was the guy that told us that we were going to get top four. Fuad was the guy that predicted that this summer transfer window, don't worry about January, we're going to sign world-class players this transfer window. So Fuad, please, El Guru, enlighten us.
To be honest, do you know what? You go on like Arsenal, it's something new. This ain't nothing new, bro.
If you expect this, why do you back
it? You back it because you support the club.
How do I back it?
Because you support the club.
I don't support the club. I watch the club. I don't financially support the club. You go to match. I don't go to matches.
This is the reality of football, of Arsenal FC. You don't like it, you're forced to accept it.
You seem a bit rattled, bro, because all your predictions has got to shit, bro.
No, it's a fact, though. You act like...
What's a fact? If you know we're running crap, then why do you back it?
What is new, bro?
So why you been giving me a headache all year round, then? If you back this crap...
What is new? That is Arsenal. If Arsenal get top four football, do you still think they'd be signing left, right, centre?
No, because we got top four football under Arsene Wenger. What world-class players did we buy under Arsene Wenger? None of them were world-class.
That's Arsenal board then, bro. Put it in your head. That's our club.
Why'd you back the board?
I support the team, bro. Why have you got your top on? It's fans like you that make me laugh.
Is this the new top?
Fans like you make me laugh.
Is this the new top?
You're forced to support Arteta.
Is this the new top? Answer me this. Do you even know
but it's still an Arsenal top.
Do you know how
it's still an Arsenal top? It's still an Arsenal top, regardless.
Hold on. First of all my Arsenal shirts were gifts. I didn't buy them. Yeah? I don't go to matches. I put zero money into Arsenal. I was in JD Sports. There was a vintage shirt. My girl goes, do you want it? I said, no. I don't want nothing from this club. So this was given. So relax yourself. I didn't put money into Arsenal for almost 10 years. Yeah? Because of this club being failures. So please respect my friend. Also, when I've gone to matches, I've never actually... Bro, Fuad, it's saying your mic is not connected, bro. I don't know. You can't unmute yourself. Unmute yourself. Because even your phone don't want to listen to the nonsense you're talking right now. Bro, I don't know. Try sign in, sign out. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Even your phone don't want to listen to you because you're talking rubbish. You've been rattled and you've been hiding the whole time, yeah? You've been hiding. Do you know what I'm saying? The Middle East.
Both sides.
Yeah? You are DJ Khaled, another one.
Yes,
every
we lost.
Player that we don't get, you be hiding.
We lost. That's
another one, yeah?
Yes, we lost. Yes, we never got top four. Yes, I'm so happy. This is your reaction. Yes, we lost.
The other day, you look rattled, bro. You look like you're going to cry, bro.
You sound like that, bro. It's pathetic. You're like that. Yes, we never got top four. Yes, we lost. And Basuma's going to Tottenham. Come on, bro. You contradicting yourself.
So you didn't want Basuma now? You didn't want him?
Bro, Basuma's a Tottenham player. Go and tell your board to sign him.
Did you want him? Yes or no? Answer the question.
Bro, don't make a difference.
What do you mean don't make a difference? It doesn't make a difference. If I want Elneny that you're always sucking off, yeah?
The fact of the matter is,
didn't help us get top four.
The fact of the matter is, listen, the fact of the matter is,
you don't want to answer it. Difficult
this been going on for 15 years. Wait there, offside. This, before you cut off and you change your stream, because you never got to answer it, because you don't answer facts. This been going on for 15 years. Where have you been for the last 15 years?
So how come I'm against
this regime
and you're
not? Where have you been? If you have that knowledge,
how come you're always sucking off the project?
No. This project
you sound like I talk like you and you talk like me. I've been telling you this.
So no, because that's the thing. When it comes to transfers, you're not going to win. Because
why did you say we're going to buy world-class players then? You talk nonsense.
No, bro.
If we get Champions
League football attracts world-class players, and that's
so. How come we never bought world-class players over Arsene Wenger?
The thing, it's fans like you can't accept their shit. Can't accept when they're going to win a title. You can't accept it. That's this, bro.
Champions League attracts world-class players. So why did Arsene Wenger, for the majority of his reign... Hold on. The majority of Arsene Wenger's reign, yeah, he got Champions League football. What world-class players did we sign? When we bought them, they were world-class.
We signed Ozil, who was world-class.
Answer the question. I want you to answer my
2 players only.
Answer my question.
Ozil. Sanchez. Ozil was
Ozil.
the only world-class player. Sanchez was the only world-class player.
So one world-class player, when we qualified for Champions League for 20 odd years, or 25 years with Champions League, and we only signed one world-class player. Doesn't that seem to you like that's an anomaly? Because that's not the majority.
We're talking about transfers.
That's not even half the years we've been in the Champions League.
Me up with it. This ain't about what Fua said. Your show's about.
No, it is about what Fua said, because you've been talking absolutely doing my head in, calling me out.
Oh, can't accept
this away for that. Now
you can't
it's time for you to pay for your sins.
You can't accept this manager.
You said next season he's going to win the Champions League.
You know what?
No. Take that cap off. Let me see that slaphead, because you're in the month. You're in the month 22. I want to see that DJ.
What's been going on?
You've been talking the whole time. I'm not having it, bro. I'm not
Come
having
on, bro. Where have you
You've been hiding. How many times I'm on WhatsApp?
Hiding for
on the
what?
stream, ducking and
Hiding for
diving.
what? No side. I got a
Why
life.
are you ducking, bro?
It's a nice day. I'm not
Everything
going to
you
spend my
said
summer
came to
playing like
shit,
you like a baby. That's you, bro. That's not mine. That's your business, bro. You can't say every people that come out. Arsenal, when the season's over, it's done. Have a pre-season. Even the players, you don't see the players talk about the fans now. Okay, your beloved Arsenal, who you beloved support, who you're moaning about, like he just told you just now. You got Edouard on Cyprus. He doesn't care about your for the fans. You got Arteta on the beach. So why are you moaning about it? Why are you? That's your business, bro.
Why would you back it? You just said that they've been like this for 15 years. Hold on. You made a statement.
I made a statement.
You said, yeah.
Pre-season. I don't give a fuck about the club, no, bro.
Can I make a question? You're trying to call me out when I've been calling this board and this manager out. You said to me, why are you annoyed? Yeah? They've been like this 15, 16 years. So you're telling me, basically, what you're saying to me is, Northside, hold on. You're saying Northside, they've not been addressing the players and getting in the players through the door that we needed for 15 years. So why are you backing an ownership that you know have failed you for that many years? Explain.
Because I got fans like yourself who just
you want to be popular. Because you want to be popular.
You guys are weak fans in history of mankind, bro. You guys make the fan base weak. You and all of them, mediocres and all that. You got one outside in Europe. You guys are the joke. Them fan base who follows you are the biggest clowns ever. If you really love this club like people say they do something about it.
I do. I don't go to matches. I do. When there was the last protest. No. Nah, you ain't going to call me out like that. The last protest to get this manager out, I was there. Where were you? Sucking off this manager, sucking off this process, going into the armory, buying a new flipping shirt and buying a new season ticket. I was at the protest outside the Emirates. Don't tell me that I don't do nothing. Yeah? I don't put no money into this club. You're always sucking him off, going to games. Don't tell me that I don't back what I say.
Yeah, but if all of them,
you don't. The difference is you go hiding. When we lost the North London derby, where were you, bro? We didn't get
all the Arsenal fan base had your mentality to be no Arsenal.
Come on the stream.
What kind of club's that? There it is.
Another one. Every time we lose, who goes missing, all I hear is another one. You know what I'm saying? Nah,
if all the Arsenal fan base had your mentality, we'll never have one big title.
We gotta slap some sun lotion on that head.
No.
All you
Arteta fans, if you don't have your fan base, we won't have a club. You ain't football fans, bro. You just a genuine. Look good, don't see. Come on, bro.
Why you been hiding, bro? I've been messaging. Do you want me to get a message?
Pre-season, like I told you, that's your business, bro. If you want to stay live and go live on a hot day and enjoy yourself and stick your ass up in the studio to press, that's your business. I'm not going to do it.
Because you're just like the rest of this fan base.
No, it's pre-season.
Now we can use the funds.
Your manager,
like the rest of the fan base. We didn't really want Basuma, even though Fuad, I know for a fact, you're there, on your laptop, putting out Basuma's head, putting it on the new shirt, because you're thinking he was coming to Arsenal. He's gone to Spurs.
Okay.
When you know you wanted him.
Okay,
you know you wanted him.
Okay, let's talk Basuma.
You know you wanted him.
You turned around. Wait there. You were the biggest hypocrites ever. You turn around. Every Arsenal player is linked. Basuma come out with your hypocrisy fan base, whatever you want to call it, your Arteta fan base, saying Basuma said he wants to go to Arsenal. Basuma put a link out, and all you getting hyped up. Why is he at Tottenham? Explain that to me.
He's at Tottenham because your board and your manager are incompetent. They told us they had a clear plan. Clear plan, my pussy.
He didn't want to come. He didn't want to come. At the end of the day,
and all we got is Marquinhos. It's man.
Accept it.
Fuck this shit. I told you Conte's better than you.
No.
And you were chatting shit. Now you
even Conte.
And he got top 4. You disrespected him. He's getting players over the line that your manager like.
Go support Tottenham.
What is your manager doing, bro?
Go support
Nobody
Tottenham.
even wants to play. Bellerin is out there looking like Sporty Spice, yeah? Sporty
Go and
Spice.
support Tottenham.
No, hold on. Your boy Bellerin is out there in Betty's looking like Sporty Spice mixed with flipping Freddie Mercury, yeah? Looking like a flipping transvestite, yeah? And man is begging to stay at Betty's. That's your boy, bruv. Your flipping boy.
No, it's not my boy, bro.
Don't tell me nothing for it.
He's just, bro. The problem with you, see, the problem with you, lot, is he proved too long. 12, 8, he proved everything.
You can't
and you know what?
All your predictions are in the mud.
You know what? Music to my ears, we're winning. You know what?
I'm not even going to the
we're
comments.
winning.
So
we're winning.
The comments can take
I'm
a
winning.
second. I'll get back.
The comments can say what they want, but all the comments
because you've
we're
been
winning.
Brandon,
Okay, if you want to say this, we're winning.
We're
winning. They give him a 3-year contract. We're winning.
Today, talk
more than you want. 3-year contract. 3-year contract. We're winning. So go on, have your meltdown. We're winning. We're winning. 3-year contract.
What do you mean you're winning?
So have your meltdown. All you Arsenal fans. He's staying for 3 years. So keep having a meltdown. He ain't going nowhere. So yeah, we're winning. There it is there. You're mourning about stuff. There's nothing that really can't be dealt with. You're mourning about stuff. They just give him a new contract. And there you are asking for his head. Come on, stop embarrassing yourselves, people. He ain't going nowhere. You know it. I know it. So keep the energy for something else. That's the truth.
Well, the thing is, you're the biggest flip-flop because when you called me. You called me. I was about to watch Love Island, and you called me, yeah? You called me. I was chilling with my girlfriend, yeah? Chilling on the bed, yeah? Relaxing, about to put on Love Island. Yeah? Watch ITV Hub. You called me to interrupt me, and you were there like, oh, no, it's undefendable. Now we come online, yeah? You got a different tune.
No. When it comes, listen. See, Brandon, we're talking transfers. Brandon.
Yeah, we was talking transfers.
Brandon, I'm going to say to you, he's talking transfers. Brandon, I do not even waste my time like I used to. Put on Sky Sports News. The only thing I do is read about Fabio Maris. Sometimes I click on Instagram. I do not waste my time, going on YouTube like I used to, wait on transfer news, let's see what Arsenal sign. Because I know for 15 years, from 2008 and onwards, they haven't done nothing. They don't buy players. So why am I going to sit here and talk about transfers when I already know what's going to go down? Because it's happened in 15 years. I'm not that stupid or that dumb to realize we're going to buy all the players in the world. We never did it. We're in the Champions League.
So why do you back it?
Because it's a team I support, bro. If you hate them that much, go watch Love Island. Talk about Love Island. Do show about Love Island. I support Arsenal.
If I was single, I would go on Love Island. Love Island is way more entertaining than our flipping transfer flipping.
So talk about Love Island, Dick. There's how many people that fucking follow you then.
Unfortunately, I'm in a relationship. I'm on Love Island. I'll be on there, bro.
If people don't like it, turn your TVs off.
My black ass will be on there. Trust me. Trust me. Losing to Gal. It'll be more entertaining than sitting here talking nonsense with you. Because
you talk nonsense yourself, bro. You repeat yourself. You're like a planet. This club. What was you, bro?
Don't even try. You were sucking up Darwin Nunes, yeah? All I told you was going to this club. All I told you talk about it. You just said to Darwin Nunes. You're not going to get away with it. Me and you were talking about we wanted Darwin Nunes. Why did this club go in for Darwin Nunes?
Darwin Nunes ain't coming, bro. He's going to Liverpool. End off.
Oh, okay. So don't worry. So when all our targets go, well, it doesn't matter. Darwin Nunes to Liverpool don't matter.
Bro, Arsenal have been. Bro, how many times? If that's happened,
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
15 years.
Yeah, when Dia went to Arsenal,
bro, you don't watch football, bro. You started watching. Do you know what? You started watching Arsenal, I think, this season, bro. Because if you haven't been watching the transfer market in the last 15 years, then there's something wrong with you, bro.
Can I jump in? Because it is almost like mum and dad in the front of the car, like arguing with each other. Do you know what I mean? And I'm the little kid in the back.
I'm sick of this
but
guy.
In all fairness, right, Fuad, while I completely understand where you're coming from, it's the same old that it has been for 15 years, right? Do you not think it's time to do something about that, Fuad? Come on, bro.
Bro, we've got it with that.
Hang on. Before you answer that, let me make my point, right? You're right. It has been like this for the last 15 years. It's been the same under Arsene Wenger. The thing that pisses me off the most, and this is why I say the fan base is the biggest problem at Arsenal Football Club, is because you're right. It has been like that for 15 years.
Exactly.
So why is the fans not doing anything about it? Like we're acting like we don't have any power at all. We have more power than what people realise, right? Why are we not doing anything about it? Why are we just sitting in the back and accepting this bollocks, right? It doesn't matter whether it's Arteta's fault or Edu's fault or Kroenke's fault. The the end result is this is not where Arsenal Football Club should be. That's just it. That's the end of discussion. Arsenal Football Club, for the size that we are, for the global fan base that we have, the money and the sponsors that we have, we are a big football club, right? Anybody could argue, try and argue against that, but they wouldn't have an argument because that is just a fact. A big football club should be doing better than what we are right now. And when I say right now, I mean in the past 15 years. We should be competing at least for major honours, right? We're not doing that, and we haven't done that for the past 15 years, or since we moved to this stadium, let's just say, right? So when is the fans going to wake up and try and do something about it? Because let's be honest, right? We haven't done anything to warrant or to say that we've tried to go against these owners. We've tried to go against the board. We've tried to go against the people that run the football club. Because in reality, we haven't. Like, how many protests, how many major protests have you seen at Arsenal Football Club? One. And that was when the Super League thing came about. How many times have Arsenal fans gone online and said, right, get together, protest at the Emirates Stadium, right? Or get together, we're going to protest outside the club shop, stop people from buying merchandise. You know, how many people, apart from Turkish, yeah, how many people have been consistent with it and said, no matter what happens, these owners are not good enough for this football club? And too many times, this is what I was saying earlier as well, it is so easy to please this fan base. Literally, all these owners have to do is go out and buy one player. And that's exactly what will happen this time. I referred it back to the transfer window under Unai Emery, when it looked like an absolute diabolical transfer window. And then all of a sudden, Josh Kroenke comes out, goes, oh, be excited. We dropped £72 million on Nicolas Pepe, and Arsenal fans are going around going, oh, it's a 10 out of 10 transfer window. This is how fucking dumb our fan base is. So what I'm trying to get at, Fuad, right, is you're right. It has been like this for the past 15 years. But when are the fans going to stand up and say enough is enough now? We want our football club back. Yeah? We don't want these fucking parasites coming in and doing what they want to do and reducing the standards, and we just accept that. We're taking back the power now. Do you know what I mean?
I don't want to do that. Fuad's the type of guy.
All right, Northside, Bradley, I'm going to ask Northside. Let's see how
like, yo, do you want the cookies, bro?
Yeah, I'm going to ask Northside. I'm going to test his knowledge on Arsenal, right? Northside, where do you think, all right, Arsenal are going to, okay, we're buying all these young players, all right? All right, I'm going to ask you a question. It's going to either go two ways. Which way do you reckon it's going to go with the knowledge of Arsenal? Which way? That's the question. Which way do you think we're going to end up going?
What do you mean?
So, like, in the transfer market now, we're buying players, we're buying youth, okay? So, which way we're going to be headed in the future? Where can you see us heading? This is what
I predict happening. Half of them are not good enough, and have already proven that they're not good enough, including players like Davaj. And the ones that are good enough will leave, like Fabregas left, like Haleb left, like Van Persie left, because once they do reach a level of being world class, if they do achieve what their potential is saying that they can achieve, they will want a club that reflects the standard that they're at. And we've had that problem all this time. Once we got rid of the Invincibles, every time we had a world-class player, they wanted to leave. Alexis Sanchez wanted to leave. Fabregas wanted to leave. Van Persie wanted to leave. Adebayor wanted to leave. All these players want to leave because either we don't offer them a new contract and then they can go and do business, or they've realized that actually my career is ticking and this club ain't moving like an elite club. And this club ain't actually going out and buying the players that I know we need. How long do you remember the days that we burnt out Fabregas's legs? Why? Because we didn't address every transfer window would go into, we wouldn't buy the players that we needed. There was once upon a time, Arsenal needed a midfielder, we'd buy a striker. Then we needed a striker, we'll buy a midfielder. Then we needed a centre-back, and we'll buy a flipping midfielder. Then we needed a CDM, we never addressed it. Do you know what I'm saying? For so long, how many years did the fans go on saying we needed a Patrick Vieira? We thought Torreira was so many years after that. Do you know what I'm saying? He didn't work out. Cool. Then we go in for Xhaka. Yeah. We either don't buy the areas that we need or we don't scout properly. When you look at our scouting, it's actually got worse. When you look at some of the teams we had Shamak. You know what I mean? Debuchy, all these players, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? But when you look at the recruitment now, it is shocking. This is the thing. You want to see what Mikel Arteta does in this summer, bro. Even with the money that he's got, he's not buying well. Teams like Leicester, Dortmund, they don't buy high, bro. They don't. Most of the time, they don't smash £30 million. Yeah? And that's what we're starting to do. When's the last player we got for a bargain? Tottenham are getting 21 million pounds for Basuma. We paid 50 million for Ben White. Who's a better player? Who's looking like it's better quality for your buck? Come on, bro. It's not just about who you buy, it's about buying intelligently.
Yeah.
Who's sanctioned?
So Tillsman, if we get Tillsman, is that a good signing?
Tielemans.
It's not enough. If you get him and you get Savic, Milinkovic-Savic, then it starts to look okay. But if you just get Tielemans, it ain't good enough. This is the thing. We got so much to do that one signing doesn't undo what Tottenham are just doing. And the fact is, everyone's always looking at the book saying, oh, we're saving money on Aubameyang, we're saving money on Lacazette, we're saving. Well, last time I checked, 20 million doesn't break the bank for Arsenal. Even a Leeds team can spend that. They've already spent that. They spent that more on the Aronson's guy. So why can't we go there and offer him a better deal? It's not like we can't afford him. Champions League or this or that, bro. We're a bigger club. We've been able to attract players that cost way more than Basuma to this club without Champions League, bro. So why can't we get? There is no excuse that you can form to me why we should be allowing him to go to Spurs.
Well, they've been doing it. My excuse is they've been doing it for 15 years, and the last time they've done it, I'll tell you what the last time they did. All right, it's gonna go out there. This is the make or break season. This is make or break. All right, what they said, I don't know what they did. That shit in January, save wage shit. But this is it. If they don't bring in experienced players, all right, the next 2 years' time, we're just gonna be another farm for Newcastle United.
Yeah, but you support Project Youth. Why do you want experience?
I want to see what they do this season.
Yeah, you just made a statement.
No.
You just made a statement that doesn't go with the project that you support.
I'm supporting my club, bro.
But you made a statement that doesn't make sense.
I'll be honest with you. Your side, if I had your feelings, I'll be honest with you. If I had your feelings.
No. You just said that you're giving them another chance. I don't worship it. You're saying that you're giving him another chance, yeah?
I don't worship
football experience. I'm telling you, the project that's been sold to us is Project Youth, not Project Experience. Yeah? So you're not going to get that. So you want one thing, but you're backing a project that deep down you don't actually believe in, because you're saying we need experience. Arteta's saying we need youth. It's a youth project.
No. But I'm saying to you is they come out and said, see, this is what you don't want. You don't read about the club, bro. They come out and said this season, I think Brendan will agree with me. They come out this season and said, we're not buying youth, we're buying established players and experienced players. That's what the club said.
So let's see if they do it.
That's what the club said. Let's see if they do it.
Yeah, but this is the problem, though. This is the problem, right? Because you are right, Fuad. You are right. Yeah.
That's what they come out.
The thing is, right, is I see it. I see what they're trying to do. Last season was Project Youth because they're trying to build a foundation, right? They've done that. They've built a foundation of young players that could potentially improve in the future and go on to do good things, right? This season, it's all about investing in players that are of that age bracket of 25 to 30 years old that are going to come in and hit the ground running and improve our squad straight away. None of this take time bullshit, right? That's why this summer is the most important transfer window of Arsenal's recent history. Because if we get it wrong and we don't get the correct players in, not only will we potentially not do well next season and the manager will be sacked, which I believe he will anyway, because I don't think we're going to hit our targets anyway, so I believe he'll get sacked anyway, and then you've got to start all over again. But if we don't get the right players in the summer and the team don't do well, all of a sudden these young players like Saka, like Emil Smith-Rowe, like Martinelli, that have the potential to go on and do great things, are going to start looking at, well, where is my career actually going with Arsenal? Do you know what I mean? So for me, this transfer window is fucking huge. And the reason why I'm so mad about the fact that Tottenham have signed Basuma is because he is a ready-made replacement for Thomas Partey, right? Thomas Partey, for as good as he is as a footballer, he is very injury-prone. He is also 29 years old now. We have to start looking to the immediate future, right? Because for as good as Thomas Partey is, in 2 to 3 years' time, we're going to start looking for a replacement for him. We had a ready-made replacement right there for 25 million quid. And you're telling me that we cannot get that deal done. Tielemans is a good player, but we needed Basuma as well. Because for the past 4 to 5 years, we have needed an upgrade on Granit Xhaka. Yeah? Tielemans is the upgrade on Granit Xhaka for me. Only a slight upgrade, but he's an upgrade, right? Then you've got to look at Thomas Partey in his position because, as we said, he's injury prone. So we need somebody who can come in and be a ready-made replacement for him. Basuma was that guy, and we've allowed him to go to Tottenham. And like I said to Northside earlier, right? Football matches, anybody who's played football at a decent level or knows football at a decent level, right? Which I do, not being big-headed or anything. But anybody with any football knowledge, right, knows that a football match is won and lost in the midfield. Tottenham now have a better midfield than us. I would take Tottenham's midfield over ours. Højbjerg, Basuma and Bentancur is a better midfield than Granit Xhaka, Mohamed Elneny and Thomas Partey, right? They finished 4th last season. Chelsea have a better midfield than us. They finished 3rd last season. Yeah, Man City and Liverpool both have better midfield than us. So anybody who's deluded into thinking that Arsenal are going to finish 4th this season, even if we get Tielemans, yeah, you're off your heads. You're absolutely off your heads. We need more than Tielemans.
But are we even in for him?
We need yeah, exactly. But
because there's one thing I want to pick up forward for.
We need more than Tielemans to get us into top 4 to start with. And then on top of that, we need even more than that because we've got a manager who is not of the level. The thing is, right, is Arteta, right, is an okay manager. Yeah, an okay manager. What we need at Arsenal is we need a manager who's going to come in and get the best out of the players that he has at his disposal. Because let's be honest, the Cronkies have a reputation for doing this, right? They'll back a manager to a certain point. Then all of a sudden, it will stop. And this is where I believe it stops for Arteta this season. 250 million they've backed him with. And now all of a sudden, we're moving slow in the transfer market again. Why? If he's your guy, if he's your man, Kroenke, why are you not backing him right now when other teams around us are doing business and you told us in January that we had a plan? This is where my biggest problem lies with the owners of the football club. But as Fuad's already pointed out, it's been the same for 15 years.
But this is what I put forward, correct, bro, because there was something I argued with Fuad when I said about Vlahovic, yeah? And I believe that we were in for him because I couldn't believe that Arsenal will let go of their best striker, Aubameyang, and not go in for a striker. The Vlahovic thing, I believed. I thought we were in for him. We were looking for him. And to be honest, I can understand why Vlahovic would say, you know what? Arsenal looking at me. Juventus are looking at me. I'm going Juventus. That team's ready to compete. That team, if one team is going to even have more of a chance of winning the Champions League, it's going to be Juventus. So I could understand the move. Now to find out that he comes out just the other day, and this is why I'm fuming, that actually he never got a deal. His agent never told him of any deal that Arsenal were in for him, as Fuad said. Now, Fuad said to me, you see, I told you. My problem is this. It's more to my anger with this football club. Because how can you not be in for him? You let go of your best striker for reasons I don't know. And then you're not even going to try and replace him. And this is the worst thing. And this is how manipulative this club is. Arsenal Football Club look at the media. They see what stories are out there. When they see that Arsenal in January are being linked to Vlahovic, they could come out and say, we're not linked to him. But they allow it because what it looks like to other fans, well, to Arsenal fans, is, oh, we tried to go for Vlahovic, but at the end of the day, we lost to a bigger club. And then that will be peddled as the excuse. So they don't mind hiding behind fake PR. It's the same with this Bissouma. Were we really ever in for him? Or was it more that the fans wanted us to get him? Because us as fans know that he's a player that we need. I think it was more that the fans wanted him because we know that we need him. The club were never in for Bissouma, but they never came out and condemned us being linked to Bissouma, just like they did with Vlahovic. And this is why I want the Kroenkes out. I want all of them out because they all enable this mediocrity bullshit. They never come out and say it as it is, and they do whatever they have to do to sell tickets, sell shirts, and allow this BS PR. Fuad, please tell me what's going on.
You know,
who we in for this
bro? I say it all the time. You know, Karim Benzema 2 years, but the moment I see him come through the door, it's like I tell you all right. You know that Brazilian man, Queenos. When I said 3 million, I said Arsenal. When I said 3 million, Sampano, Brazil, Edu, Arsenal are definitely signing him. That's something you can put your life on. But when it's over to 3 million, Arsenal is always 50-50.
It almost seems that if there's a player that's not Brazilian, then we're not signing them. It's that simple. Bissouma's not Brazilian. That's what the problem is. You know, if Bissouma was Brazilian, it'd be all right. Edu might actually have chucked the £20 million at him. But this is the problem, though. It's like, where do we go from here? Come on, where do we go from here? Because to me, right, I don't know if anybody else feels this way, and this includes you, Fuad, right? To me, I don't think this football club wants Champions League football, right? I've already worked it out myself, right? I'm a manager of a business. And when I say I'm a manager of a business, I pretty much run that business. Do you know what I mean? Like, my boss, he's one of these bosses who is not really involved in the business at all. I run his business for him. So I see everything that goes on, yeah? If you're not performing in one department of your business, then you look at the part of your business that performs the best, right? And then you up the level of that department to make up for the fact that you're losing out on other departments. That's how it works, right? If Arsenal are losing out on Champions League money because we're not qualifying for Champions League football, how do you think they're getting that money back? Because they're not losing it. I can guarantee you that now. How do you think that Arsenal are making that money back?
Merchandise, isn't it? Through fans and that.
Exactly. We are the only football club in world football, yeah, that brings out between 6, 7, 8, even 8 to 10 kits a season. But yet Arsenal fans are so fickle, so stupid and retarded that they can't work out that what's actually happened here is the Kroenkes have made a deal with Adidas, and they've said to Adidas, look, we'll release between 6, 7, 8 kits a season for you, and you just pay us a little bit extra to what you normally would do for releasing 2 or 3 kits in a season, and that money there will cover for the money that we're losing out on Champions League, right? Arsenal fans don't see this. I do, right? So when everybody's going in there and buying all this new merchandise, this training kit looks nice. Oh, look at this. It's all playing into the Kroenkes' hands. It's all cementing Arsenal's place as a mediocre football club. Because they might sit there and say that they want Champions League football. They might sit there and say that they want Arsenal to win trophies again. They're all fucking liars.
Someone just asked me, before I say it's why we don't sign no one. Well, do you know what? I ain't got the answer for that because I don't work at Arsenal FC Club. So I don't know why.
Why were you making predictions that we're going to sign world-class players then?
What's that?
And now you're getting pressed on it. You don't want to talk about it.
Bro, I can make predictions if I want, but it doesn't mean it's going to come true.
Huh?
I can make predictions if I want, but it doesn't mean I'm always right.
Okay, cool. So you were wrong, yeah?
I'm always right, but I'm not gonna.
Cool. So I was wrong back in this club, back in this project.
You know, one thing about you, you don't use.
What do you mean? You call other people out, but when you're wrong, you don't want to hold
Yeah,
your
but
hand.
I'm not wrong, no. I'm never wrong because I've seen it for 50 years. I'm never wrong.
You said we're going to win Champions League this year.
But all these, all right, Brandon, do you know what? All these same people, I can name them by names, the ones who always think, Mr. Waffle, Craig Moore, all these people, I said in January, I guarantee you that Arsenal were never in for language, and at the end of the season, the player's going to come out and say it himself. I said that on one of your broadcasts in January. What happens? Because when it comes to transfers, Arsenal never shocks me.
So what world-class players did you predict us getting then? Answer the question, please.
We ain't getting no world-class players, no. Bro.
So why did you say that then?
Because I'm allowed to say it. I'm entitled to say it. Jeremy, I'm entitled to say it.
So we're not getting any world-class players.
Do you know what?
So we're not going to get any world-class players.
You look how the club, bro. You don't understand football, bro. This thing here, Lukonga costs the same amount as Bazuma. That's your club for you.
Well, you back this. You said back your manager.
I back Arsenal, bro.
You say
I back my club.
Why are you moaning about it now?
No, I back it. I back my club, bro. Honest to God, if I had honest to God, Brendan, I'm a real note. If I had hatred like all these players and all these fans, bro, I will switch off my TV and not watch football no more.
It's not hatred. It's called frustration.
Yeah. Hey, it's been going on for so long.
Exactly.
No one does nothing about it. It's like you keep saying about.
You don't, bro.
I just like watching football.
How dare you come on in and say no one does nothing about it? Brandon's got a channel. I've got a channel. We both use our voice, whether it's big or small.
But it gets you nowhere.
Of this club.
It gets you nowhere.
And you're constantly making excuses.
It causes division of the fans.
And every time I tell you. Why don't you raise your standards?
You all blame Arteta for something that's going on for 15 years. You speak the truth then.
You're talking rubbish because I made a show. No. You ain't going to get away with that. I made a show with you and Ozzy Guna only talking about the Cronkies and talking about their hand in this. So don't even try it. Yeah?
I've made it pretty clear from day one that it's not just Arteta.
No, you do, Brandon. I'll give you credit, bro. You do actually from every time you've jumped on, you repeat the same thing, and I'll give you credit for that. But some fans, till today, are blaming. How can you blame one person?
How do you know you went confused, bro? I didn't see your head for time, bro. I didn't see that sparkly head for time. You know what we're saying. You're hiding, bro. When I tell you to jump on, you just want to be a keyboard warrior in my comments, and you don't want to jump on, bro.
I'm not going to jump on. No side, listen. I'm not going to jump on pre-season. I'm not going to come my way and talk about Arsenal FC when I know, this is the difference between me and you. When I know that our fucking board, our fucking I don't even swear, but our fucking board, our fucking manager, our fucking chief executive, they're all in the fucking sun when you're sat here moaning about transfers. Everyone's moaning about Basuma going to Tottenham when they're on the fucking beach having a laugh. Why should I come up my fucking way, waste my energy on their fucking transfer fucking policy that's been shit for 15 years? Explain that to me. Why should I?
You sound so happy with your project that you've been supporting all this time.
Don't worry about it. I'm asking about transfers.
You sound a bit rattled. Normally you don't swear.
No, I'm not rattled because I'm talking truth. If you want to sit here with it, like I said to you, if you want to come on here, mourn about Arsenal on a lovely hot day and the pre-season, bro, that's your business, bro. But you can't expect every Arsenal fan who's Arteta in to do it. If you Arteta out fans want to,
I will with you because you've been doing my head in all year talking rubbish. Yeah, I will with you. Yeah, I will. Because you've been doing my head in all the time.
I'm not going to sit here for the summer talking about Arsenal, bro. I'm going to enjoy my summer. I went as soon as soon as 6th of August starts, then I start watching football again. Till then, bro, I don't give a fuck about Arsenal, bro, because they don't give a fuck about you. That's the truth, bro.
It is true, but
thank you, Brendan.
But Fuad, we have got to start demanding more as a fan base. Come on, surely you got to accept that as well.
No, this season they have to buy right because they I demand players. They got to bring in brighter players. We demand they got to bring in strong, solid, good players. They have to. But if they don't, then bro, what were you expecting?
Yeah, okay, sixth? All right. So going off of what you just said, right? This video is all about Yves Bissouma, right?
Yeah.
Does Yves Bissouma not fit that category? What you've just said, a strong, experienced player for good money that Arsenal could get. and we've allowed him to go to Tottenham. This is where the frustration lies for me.
And this is my point to you, bro. Brendan, you know, and I know, 15 years has been happening. This is my point. When you're sat on the beach, nobody, no one, you need a midfielder. We all know we need midfielders. We all know we need more players. We just don't need one midfielder. We need two. We're going into Europa League. We need another winger. You can't burn out Saka and play him in the Europa League on a Sunday and play him on a Sunday on a Thursday and play on a Sunday. You can't do that with Saka next season. He'll burn out. Saka will think, I ain't.
So why are you happy to get rid of Pepe then?
So that's, you got to ask the board that. But does anyone want to talk about it? But that's the board. That's what I'm saying to you. It's the board. They're the ones who get rid of Pepe.
Why were you so happy to get rid of Pepe? I don't get it. Yeah,
he's going. It doesn't matter if I'm happy or not happy. He's going. See, you digress because you don't like
and the
facts.
player you vouched for was Lacazette. Yeah, that guy got put on the bench by Nketiah, blood. And Nketiah's holding this club to ransom. Another one you were sucking off.
No, but you're talking about.
You ain't signed the contract, yeah. So don't even try it. And when I told you about Pepe, yeah, he was the guy that his goals got us to a European final, yeah. European final, yeah. And you were dismissing him. Lacazette has never done nowhere near enough.
This
yeah,
transfer
and yet he was casted off by you, but yet you're sucking up Lacazette. Now Lacazette's going and then Nketiah's holding us ransom. He
thinks, Brendan. He thinks that this guy, somebody, he thinks I want to sit here for the 6 weeks holidays worrying about Arsenal, Brendan. Brendan,
of course, it's my football club.
This is the reality. Your football club who's running it, they're all on the beach.
Yeah, so why do you propel their bullshit?
Because give me Arteta's number. Oh, what happened there?
Even your lens don't want to see you, bro. That's how far you're looking at the lad.
I said to Arteta, give me Arteta Edu's number. I said, come off holiday, you're going to get Basuma for me. Come on, bro. Look at the reality. Look at the world you're living in. These guys are on the beach. When you're here, Brendan, you got a child, you got a family. Do you know what I'm saying, Brendan? After pre-season, they ain't signing no one till they're ready to come back off their holiday. I'll tell you they signed a £3 million Brazilian. But we already knew.
If you're buying them so much, why do you suck them off then? The whole season,
it's pre-season, bro.
I don't get it. I don't get it. But you're only saying this now.
I kick back when it comes. I'm on pre-season like them. I'm on holiday mode just like they are. You should be on holiday mode. But it's your business, bro. You can't drag the majority of you all the time.
There's always an excuse. You know it's either, no. These are the typical.
I refuse to go to the ghetto with you offside.
Yeah, it's always the player was greedy, the agent was greedy, or we lost the match because of VAR, the refs are against us, or
why we have the preseason?
The owner doesn't give enough money, or Edu is on a jet ski. There's always bro. Start pointing at the manager and start pointing it at the owner.
I'm not pointing at no one because you know what? It's pre-season. Why am I going to waste my energy for? They can't hear me. They're in something and fuck the fans.
Yeah, you don't need to shout at me. Just say it as it is. Bro, just say it as it is.
It's a fact though, bro. I'm talking facts. I'm not even making it up. Everyone's seen it.
What facts are you talking, bro? All your predictions.
He's on the beach. Bro. He's on the beach.
If that was me, yeah. If that was me, you'll be like, "Where's Northside? Oh, he's in the mud, bro."
No. I'm not going to lower my standards.
Okay. All right. Okay. Hang on. Let's bring some calm to this argument. Fuad, if Arsenal, because you're sitting there saying you're chilled, you're relaxed, they're on the beach.
Bro. You know what? I swear, we're in pre-season. I don't care about football, bro.
Right. Okay. Pre-season, you don't care. That's fair enough. Whatever. Yeah. They don't care. We don't care. Whatever. Yeah. So if by the end of this transfer window, if come the start of the season in August or whenever it is, yeah, we're not ready for the season like we haven't been for the last 5, 6, 7 years.
20 years.
Right? Whatever. Yeah. If we're not ready because we haven't signed the right players, will you sit here and say Arteta out, Edu out, all of them out?
I want to ask for Arteta out because if he's saying go and get me players and they're not cooperating with him, I blame the board.
But the point
no manager.
Right, okay,
this is real business, isn't it? No manager is going to turn around and say he's not going to turn around and say buy my players late. He say I want my players early. It's not Arteta. They did it with Emery. They did it with Wenger. So I'm not going to blame Arteta because how can I not blame Arteta? The reason why I won't blame Arteta, I'll blame Edu thing and the board because it's been happening since every manager. So the last time we went in and we bought players early was Emmanuel Petit. How long ago was that? Robert Perez,
right.
1998.
listen, right? Yeah. There's a reason why you need to just come on board with this one just for a second, right? If we don't get the players that we need, then everybody has to be Arteta out for me, right?
No.
Hang on, listen to me. Purely and simply because he has proven that he is not a good enough manager to take us to where we need to be, especially without backing, right? That's number one for me. Number two, yeah, I get what you're saying about, maybe they've not backed him or whatever, but a good manager, a proper manager who actually cares would come out and call that out. Do you think if Antonio Conte was Arsenal manager and this board didn't back him with the money and the players that he needed, do you think he would sit there come August and just accept that? No, he wouldn't. He would call out that board and say, "This ain't good enough."
Brother, with all due respect, all right. Do you know what? With all due respect, Mikel Arteta said the problem is this is how much people hate Arteta. They don't understand. They don't watch what he says. With all due respect, Mikel Arteta at the end of the season, someone asked him a question and they said to him, "Why didn't you buy anyone in January?" He said, "I had no resources." What did that mean? I had no money. So the fans know he ain't got no money. The fan there is there. So let's see what they do now. They don't back him. No, Mike, let me say something. All these deluded fans like yourselves and all that, ain't no top manager coming to work under these Americans.
Okay, but you know what? One thing, even though I hate the manager, I hate the owners, yeah? When you look at it, they could look at Mikel Arteta and say, listen, Mikel, listen, we didn't give you all the money in the world, but we gave you 150. You bought a centre-back that can't defend and was put on the bench by a player that we're looking to get rid of. You bought a left-back that isn't able to hold up his position. You even put Xhaka out of position to play there. You bought a midfielder that you're now telling us you're looking at clubs to see if both Lokonga and Tavares can go out on loan. You've just bought these players. These are supposed to be players to strengthen your team. Can they not do a job? Why is it that we're looking to put them on loan? Why is it that only Ramsdale's the only one cementing this place? Tomiyasu has been up and down, some good matches, some poor matches. Yeah.
Oh, Tomiyasu.
They could look at him. They could look at him and say, "Listen, as an ownership, hold on, let me finish. As an ownership, they can say, listen, we did give you an amount of money, and we can say that you are not maximizing that." When we're looking over the road and looking at the way that other teams that are cash strapped and don't even spend not even 100 million, we're seeing them buy proper players. Look at the way Aston Villa are recruiting. Look at the way Leicester City have recruited on their lesser budget. They don't spend 150 million in one transfer window. Look at the way Tottenham, Conte coming in. That really exposed the recruitment at Arsenal because he comes in 2 players and within the price tag that we could have got 2 of the players. We could have got Bentancur. We could have got Kulusevski. They weren't break the bank transfers. And then we're looking at the players that he's bringing in. He's putting them out on loan. The ownership now, I'm not giving them the excuse because they've run this club down to this level. I am not excusing the Cronkies. But what I'm saying is, are you maximizing what we've already given you in the first place? Why are we going to have more faith? If the ownership do think like that, get rid of Arteta. Because I'd rather you get rid of Arteta than not back him. There's no point keeping him in the job and not back him. But I could see that they could potentially look at it like that. Forward.
When you just said about our rivalries, Conte, all right? See, the difference between Arsenal and Tottenham's owners, Daniel Levy, a lot of people give him a stick, but he went and got someone who's worked with Conte before to get him into the club. We got Edu. There's a difference. They've got a guy, so that's the difference between our board and their board. So they've got a better chief executive already. So that kills off our conversation when it comes to players. Because the man, he's the one who got in, like Hakimi for Inter Milan, and now he knows what he's doing. So that kills their conversation. So that's why Conte's getting what he wants. But when it comes to Arsenal, you got Edu and Villa on the beach. Like, okay, there, you're right. Aston Villa, they bring their players in. They bring their players in and go on the beach. Our thing's been happening for 15 years. When's someone going to line? The only thing you could pray for that they come off their holiday and buy players straight away. That's the only thing you can hope for. And they got to buy right. They got to buy experienced players. Because I don't believe that Tomiyasu is bad like you all say is. I don't even believe Ben White is bad like you say is. And the thing is, Gabriel, Ben White, with Saliba there now. This is what I'm saying. This is why it's going to be one of the most important transfer markets in years to come. Because if Arsenal buys the right players, you got a strong defense next season. I believe they're going to be even better than what they are this season. They're going to improve.
But this club moves slow in the
transfer. Last season was
the right players.
and Tommy
Their words. Your board's words.
Bless you. So next season,
your board's words. We want to buy the right players. That is their words, yeah? The right players. We don't want to buy
what they do.
Players. We want to buy the right
I'm not
going
to have a meltdown.
Hold on. I've just pointed out a couple of players. Would you say they're the right players? Would you say that? If they are the right players, how come they are being loaned out? They cannot even do a job.
No, but you're talking about one player, right?
In this squad going into next season.
You're talking about one player. They're talking about bringing another left back, right? You're talking about one player. But to me,
but you can't come out and say no. Because when you say the right players,
I look at it from a different angle from you.
Answer my question. Because when the club is coming out saying we want the right players,
let us see what they do.
Wait, hold on. That means you're scouting and you're doing your due diligence in your scouting. So how is it that you're doing your due diligence in your scouting and you don't just want any player to make up the numbers? You want a specific type of player that can do a specific job. You go and get these players, and yet these players are already within months getting loaned out. That doesn't seem like a club that knows what they're doing. That doesn't seem like I can say, okay, let's take our time and let them, buy this and that players, because they're getting it wrong. They're not being proactive, and they're getting it wrong when they are proactive. It's ridiculous. What faith do I have in this scouting system?
Well, listen. The only thing this season, let me say, if they don't get the likes of if they don't get the likes of Tillman and Jesus, I'm bringing another midfielder, I'm bringing a winger, then we're in trouble. It's not rocket science.
This is the point, though, Fuad. Right. If they don't do any of that, then we need the whole lot out, including the manager, because the manager's proved already that he's not good enough, right? Think about it this way, right? What made you start supporting Arsenal, Fuad?
They weren't winning when I supported them. I'll tell you straight, they weren't winning. Well, I think Liverpool were dominating when I was young. So yeah, I never supported. I couldn't stand Liverpool, so I didn't support Arsenal.
Okay, Arsenal weren't winning at the time, but were they competing?
No, it was more Everton and Liverpool were competing, innit? Back in the 80s and that.
Forward, you're trying to get out of it. You always refer to Muhammad Ali. Why do you always reference him? Because he was a loser or because he was a winner?
Who's that?
Muhammad Ali.
But football's different to boxing.
Okay.
Right.
You don't refer to
football. Wait. Football's about enjoyment too. All right. It's not just about winning. All right. Because if football was enjoyment, none of them West Ham fans are going to support West Ham, because it's about supporting your team and getting behind them. You pick your team, you support them. End of. Aston Villa, same. They don't win much, support. So it ain't just about Arsenal. And if Arsenal fans want to talk about winning, if they're going to talk about a team, winning. Well, in the 80s, Aston Villa were winning. They won the Champions League.
How come when a team is more successful, they get more fans? Why?
Yeah.
Because people like winners. Man City are getting more fans right now because they're dominating. Not when they were losing, but when they were dominating. When Arsenal were competing, we started to get a lot more fans internationally. No, hold on. No, because it's facts. It's facts. Man United, when they were dominating the League, Man United eclipsed Liverpool in terms of trophies and in terms of support. Why? Because they were dominating in the 90s and they were dominating coming into the 2000s. When your club becomes bigger.
Because everyone has your mentality. Everyone will support Real Madrid.
They always win. Football is around winning. People want the group of players that win. Back in the day, David Beckham. Why did people like David Beckham? Because he was a winner. Ronaldinho was a winner. Why did people like Barcelona? People are not even Brazilian. Have a Brazilian shirt. Why? Because they win. Everybody loves a winner.
So why do we support Arsenal? They're not winners, bro. They don't want Champions League.
Muhammad Ali because he was a winner. Name me the biggest loser, that you talk about in Muhammad Ali's time. You don't, because you only want to reference to winners.
No. But no, sorry. Why do you support Real Madrid then? You're not winner. Why do you support Real Madrid? Why do you support Real Madrid? You're not winner.
What do you mean? What do you mean? I don't support Real Madrid.
Well, why do you support them? Your team's shit to Real Madrid. We're fucking shit. Support them. That's what I'm saying. That's your analysis.
Barca. I prefer Barca.
No. But 13 Champions Leagues. How many Champions Leagues? Real Madrid got 30 Champions Leagues. Why do you support them? They got the most league titles. They've won 4 league titles in a row. Why do you support them?
No, I support Benfica.
No, you can't answer me.
I support Benfica.
No, fuck
Benfica, the most
Liverpool
successful
is
team in Portugal.
bullshit.
37 league titles.
No, boy, I do support Real Madrid.
37
You're a
league
winner.
titles, there you go.
No, you're a winner. You're a
There
winner.
you go.
Fuck Arsenal FC.
I am a winner.
Champions League.
I support the most successful team in Portugal.
You're a winner. You know what? You're a failure then. You are never a failure. You think I win Champions League football?
Your argument makes no sense.
No, it doesn't make sense. You say it's the only reason why you support teams is you're winning. Why is there Palace fans? Why is there West Ham fans? Why is there Sheffield Wednesday fans? Why is there Fulham fans? In London, why is there Chelsea fans? Back in the day, they won't win nothing.
Chelsea are winners.
No, but they wasn't back in the day when I was a kid.
Their fan base has grown a lot.
You know, Newcastle United.
What are you
Why
talking
do you support
about?
Newcastle United? They went
The
drop.
fastest growing fan bases are the ones that have clubs that are winning. What are you talking about?
You support
what are you
the
talking
game.
about?
No, I'm talking facts.
How many
If you're
international
your mentality? Let me know football.
Barney?
Oh,
How many international?
no, if I had your
fans
mentality
support Barney?
and I was a winning team, bro, one thing for sure, I would have supported Real Madrid.
You
So
will
go
make any
support them.
excuse to be
No, I'm
happy
talking
with being a
facts.
failure, bro.
You said the question you come to me is you supported Arsenal because they're winning. I said no, they're not. If I want to support a team because they're winning, and the exit I would have supported Liverpool, I would have supported Real Madrid. They won a title 4 times in a row. So
Barcelona loses. So Barcelona loses, yeah?
It's with that. Right?
Oh, okay, all right.
Oh, no, yeah. When it comes to Madrid, yes, they are. Because Real Madrid got more league titles than them, and they got more Champions League than them. They got
doesn't make you
13.
losers. It makes you not the most.
No. Does it make
One of
okay?
the
Arsenal losers. Where's that Champions League? We won the league title. We never won the Champions League. We
This
never been the
guy-
king of Europe.
no.
So we are losers then.
Brandon, please, Brandon, we need you back in.
Even Nottingham Forest. Even Nottingham Forest got a
absolutely
Champions League, mate. So if you're going to talk about support a team because we're winners, go support Real Madrid then. That's the
Okay.
truth about it. That's your mentality. I'm a winner. I want to win. Support Real Madrid because your team never won the Champions League, so you're not winners. You've never been the king of Europe. You've never done a double in Europe. Come on, the only thing we've won is the cup with his cup, the Milky Mouse Bowl. The one.
While I again,
that's your mentality, though. Do you get me, Brent? If that's our mentality, I'll do the same thing.
Again, while I completely understand where you're trying to come from, right?
It's a fact, though, bro. You disrespect other supporters by saying that.
The aim of elite sport is to win, right?
But you're not always going to win.
Hang on, right? No, not one football club, aside from when Manchester United won, I can't remember how many league titles it was in a row, right? Not one football club is entitled to win every single season, right?
Exactly.
But the least that you can demand from your football club, especially a football club of the size of Arsenal, is to be able to compete. Yeah?
And we haven't
the big
competed
teams.
for how long?
Hang on, right? We haven't competed since we left Highbury. Yet we was told when we left Highbury that we was leaving Highbury to compete. This is where the problems lie with the fans like myself and Northside, because we was told that we was coming to the Emirates to compete, to be one of the big teams. And there is absolutely no reason why that shouldn't have happened. We're one of the biggest. We have one of the largest fan bases. We have one of the biggest seated stadiums. Everything about Arsenal Football Club is big. There is no reason. We have the funds as well. There is no reason why we should not be competing. Now, the reason why we are competing and or not competing, there are many reasons for that. Number one is the owners. Number two is the people that the owners put in charge of the footballing side of Arsenal. Number three, which is the main one for me, is the fan base. There are many reasons why Arsenal Football Club don't compete and won't compete anymore. Hang on, hold on. If you go back to when we was competing, let's go back to 2004 when we last won a league title, right? There were 3 departments within Arsenal Football Club that need to be elite, yeah, or world class, or have world class people within them, right? If you go back to 2004, we had a world class recruitment system and team led by David D. Yeah, world class. We had a world class manager at the time in Arsene Wenger. That, in turn, led to world-class players on the football pitch. That is the same thing that we need right now. So as many as, people can sit there and blame Kroenke this, Kroenke that, right? We don't necessarily need Stan and Josh Kroenke to be any good. Look at Liverpool, for example. Liverpool's owners are absolutely shockingly shit, but they have a world-class recruitment system. They have a world-class manager, and in turn, they have world-class players on the football pitch. And that is why they compete, right? So, is it too much for me and Northside, as two examples, to expect a world-class manager and a world-class recruitment system at one of the largest football clubs in world football?
Yeah, but Brendan, but Brendan, do you know what makes you laugh? All right, it's 2022. They lied to you back in the day. If you didn't accept it, if you never found out they were full of shit back then, you can moan about what? It ain't happening. Regardless, we got to accept that. You hate it, think you're an Arsenal fan. You support the club. Yeah, we had good years, but now we're in an area, we're in an era that it ain't going our way, and it ain't gonna be for a while. But you still got to support your club.
But the point being,
but the point, right? Yeah, but it's irrelevant because it ain't gonna happen.
Why is it irrelevant?
I know it.
Why is it irrelevant?
Because it's not gonna happen.
Hang on. What I'm getting at here.
Because what you're getting at, I know what you're trying to get at, but Brendan, they said we moved stadiums in 2008 or 2006. All right. When we moved them stadiums, yeah, compete with the Bayern Munich. Well, in 2022, we're nowhere near Bayern Munich. So that means they just lied.
Yeah,
they lied. So if they're going to lie, so you think 22 years down the line, they're going to be like, do you know what? Let's sack Edu, let's sack Arteta, and let's bring in a world-class manager. I don't think so.
But this is the
point,
hope, right?
You know what I mean? Mary Poppins hope. That's it, bro. But it ain't going to happen.
But this is the point. This is the point. Arsenal fans are too busy sitting there hoping that Mikel Arteta is going to be this world-class manager that, these fucking puppet journalists made him out to be, right? Hoping that eventually he's going to come good because he sat next to Pep Guardiola, right? The reality is he's been here for 3 years and he's done nothing, absolutely nothing, right? He's had us finishing 8th twice and 5th, right? In 3 years with £250 million spent. Right. The point being, to me, is the more that these fans sit back and just hope and pray, they're not actually doing anything to try and solve the problem. Now, fans, to me, get confused with protesting against the Kroenkes. Like, we're never going to get the Kroenkes out. It's that simple, right? I don't care what. We could literally march every single Arsenal fan down to the Emirates Stadium right now, and we could sit there protesting. We could do whatever. We could stop everybody buying merchandise the lot, right? We're never going to get Stan and Josh Kroenke out of Arsenal Football Club unless they want to leave, or unless something drastic happens where they start losing massive amounts of money, right? Or it affects their pocket massively. All I'm asking is for Arsenal fans to demand better from them. And when I say better, remember what I just said. We only need to be world-class in 2 departments, the recruitment and the manager. And then in turn, that will lead to world-class players on the pitch. Look at Tottenham, right? Tottenham, yeah, at the start of this season, under Nuno Espirito Santo, were miles off of us. Yeah, everybody was saying about how well we was doing because we was 9 points ahead of them, and it's Project Youth and this, that, and the other. All of a sudden, they sack whoever the fuck it is who was in charge of their transfers and bring in Paratici, right?
One of the best in the world.
Yeah, one of the best in the world. They sack Nuno Espirito Santo and they bring in Antonio Conte, one of the best in the world, right? And then all of a sudden, what you're starting to see now is they bring in 2 players who are, okay, nobody would really say are of world-class level, but are good enough to improve Tottenham, to get them to 4th spot. He's got the best out of the players that he had at his disposal at the time as well. And now he is getting proper players. And I can guarantee you here and right now that by the time Antonio Conte has left Tottenham, they will have won a trophy. I don't know what trophy, but they will have won a trophy because that guy is a winner. Now, this is what I'm saying. In order to compete, you only need to be world class in 2 departments. So why can Arsenal fans not demand that from the Cronkies? Why are we still sitting here?
Because there's no accountability. That's the problem, that we don't have accountability here. In other clubs, there's accountability. We don't make people accountable until it's too late. We don't make Edu accountable. We don't make Mikel accountable. We don't make these players accountable. You know, we didn't even make Xhaka accountable. Now let's be real. Xhaka disrespected us. We didn't even make him accountable. Do you know what I'm saying? Well, hold on. Wait. Sorry for it. Let me just say one thing. We don't even make our players accountable. Look at the way Gareth Bale has been treated at Real Madrid. My guy's won how many Champions Leagues with them? How many leagues with them? Do you get what I'm saying? He's actually won more for them than some of their biggest legends, bro. And look at the way their fans treat him. Now, I'm not saying that's correct, yeah? But there's accountability when they see that he's fit for Wales and he's not all the time fit for Real Madrid. The fans hold him accountable. If he won that at Arsenal, there would be forever an excuse why he should be staying there picking up a wage packet. But at Real Madrid, the fans demand more. We have Xhaka that hasn't even won a fraction of what he's won, and we don't make him accountable. We have Lacazette that was stealing a wage, not doing enough, not doing what it takes, letting him steal a wage. There's loads of them that's been in this club that have been stealing a wage, and we don't make them accountable as a collective, as a fan group. That is the biggest problem with Arsenal. There are so many legends, bro, of bigger clubs than Arsenal, more elite clubs, and their fan base always make them accountable. We don't. There's always an excuse, and that is what annoys me. You can only, it's like, do you know what it is? Yeah, let me say this. Yeah, I've got a family member. They're a narcissist. The wrong problem with narcissists, they never want to accept that they're a narcissist, and that's why they never change. We want change at this club, but if the fans don't make this club accountable, they will never change because you never make them accountable. So there will be no change.
All right. Listen. When you're like, when we talk about the league, the season, with the dry question, and when we talk about transfer, right? But to be honest with you, they've come out and said that we've overachieved, right? The Arsenal board have come out and said, no, the board, Edu, think we overachieved, right? To me, I agree with them. They haven't overachieved because none of you expected Arteta to finish 5th and finish in a Europa League spot with this young team. You thought 8th, 12th, so they haven't overachieved. But it's irrelevant that they overachieved or they haven't overachieved, all right? That's their mentality. That's the board they got. And that's one thing there's nothing the fans can do about that. Even if they go protesting, the only way the fans can win if they stop buying their merch and they stop going to games. And that's to hit their pockets. And that's Cronkies were saying, enough's enough. We have to do something about it. Because they done it with Wenger. They done it with Arsene Wenger. Because on a Thursday night, they didn't get 10,000 people in the game. And then on a league night, and they have to get rid of him.
Let me just read
this. Hit their pocket.
Let me just read this real quick, yeah? Oregon Guna, we brought in Mislintat as head of recruitment along with Unai. Mislintat left after a few months when he realized that he would have no input and no power over bringing in players. The Arteta group, listen, thank you so much for your donation. And listen, it literally what happened with Ralph Rangnick at Man United. What do you make of it, Brandon?
Yeah, no, I agree exactly with what you just said there. But it's like we've got to start demanding better as a fan base. For God's sake, like none of this sitting back and all this. You know, I don't know how you guys feel about the Gabriel Jesus thing, right? But to me, I think we're going to end up massively overpaying for him if we get him again. Like I look at for example, Aubameyang, Lacazette came to Arsenal when we didn't have Champions League football. But in order to get them in, we had to pay the excessive amount of wages, right? Yeah. We're looking at paying a player like Gabriel Jesus 200 grand a week, right? Now, I like Jesus. I think he's a good player. But when you check his numbers, and when I say numbers, I mean goals and assists, he's not tearing up trees. Do you know what I mean? And he's playing for one of the best teams in the country that creates the most chances out of anybody. So his numbers, regardless of how much he's played, should actually really be better than what they are. And if you check his stats and compare them to Lacazette's, they're very, very similar, right? If you go across the road and look at Tottenham, they're paying Harry Kane £220,000 per week. So we're going to pay Gabriel Jesus, a guy who, you know, is nowhere near the level of Harry Kane, 20 grand a week less than what Harry Kane's earning. And then we expect these players to come in and give their all. This is why we are in the position that we are at the moment, because we don't have enough fans that demand better. And then when things happen, like it did last season, where we're supposed to get top 4 because we're 6 points clear, and then we don't get top 4, we end up overpaying for players yet again. And then we're going to be in the same cycle as we was, you know, the past 3 to 4, 5 years, where we're overpaying players in terms of wages and not getting the best out of them. Look at Mesut Ozil, for example. The moment we gave him that £350,000 a week contract, his performances went downhill. Look at Aubameyang. The moment we gave him 300 grand or 250 grand, his performances went downhill. Lacazette, his performances went downhill. So how many times are we going to continue to see this as a fan base and not do anything about it? Nothing. Nada. We're just going to continue to accept this constant roundabout that we're on. It can't continue like that. And this is why, right? This is why I say to Fuad, if we don't get the players that are required, yeah, then surely every Arsenal fan has to be Arteta out, because he's already proven that he's not a good enough manager to take this football club to where it should be, right? Regardless of whether he's got backing or not. So why are we going to waste another 3 years, let's say, under this guy when we know he's not good enough? Why don't we just start trying to demand better as a fan base? That's the problem for me. We haven't even tried. Too many people are sitting there going, well, it is what it is. Arsenal are shit, so I'm just going to accept it.
Yep.
I'm not one of them. I'm not one of them.
Bro, listen, it is what it is. And bro, but that's the reality. The reality though, Brendan. Brendan, all right, what you're saying there, I want more, I want better. The people of power don't even know we exist. That's the truth about it. And even if you say, oh yeah, but you're going to make your voice known. Listen, at the end of the day, this is make or break transfer market. I'm not going to jump on a band. I'm not going to have heartbreak on a seat. I'm going to see if Tillsman comes through the door. Whatever striker they bring, I think they're going to go and get 2 strikers. Bring in Tillsman, bring another midfielder. If you're going to bring another left back, then we're bringing 2 midfielders because we've got a lot of games. And on top of all that, if they don't sign this season, all right, it doesn't matter if you're Arteta in or Arteta out. Arsenal and a lot of teams will, especially Arsenal, they don't buy no players. They will struggle because from the 6th of August all the way up to the international break, there's going to be it's a compact games in like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Can I just ask you something to your point you just made, right? You just said about we're going to see if Tielemans comes in, blah blah blah, right? Forget about Arsenal now. Forget about what the board want. If you, Fuad, had to choose between getting in Tielemans or getting in Basuma, which one's the better player?
Oh, bro, to be honest, I would have got Basuma.
But this is what I'm saying, mate. This is where me and Northside and the frustration comes from, because
but I'm not
hang on. We're all of the same mindset.
Yeah.
I think we should have got Basuma. Northside does. Even yourself think we should have got
Basuma's
Northside.
a top player, bro. Basuma's a top player, but I'm not going to write off Tillsman because at the end of the day, he's gone.
Like, no, and I'm not saying that. But what but
he's gone to Everton. You know, I mean, he's been at Leicester. You know, he stepped up in the big game. You know, in the FA Cup final, he won Leicester the FA Cup. So I'm not going to take nothing away from him. But Bissouma's more of a player we need.
But this is the point. We know as fans, looking at our team, what we need, right? We've been wanting Bissouma as a fan base. We've been wanting Bissouma for the past 2 years. So going based off of that, and the fact that this club likes to do business and buy players to appease the fan base, surely Bissouma would have been an easy deal to do to appease the fan base. Yeah. And not only that, like you just said, it's a player that we need. So for me, there's no excuses.
Well, I think, do you think they got a juju? But at the end of the day, they might have a little players on their skin in it. But if they bring in Tielemans, I'll be happy with that.
Yeah, but do you think Tielemans is enough? This is the problem.
No. I don't think it's going to bring in Tielemans. I think they're going to bring in someone else with him. There's going to be two midfielders coming in this summer, and I think they're going to bring in Jesus. And if I was them, like I said to Northside the other day, go and get Ivan Toney. He's an Arsenal fan. He loves Arsenal. My friend was on holiday with him. Go and get him.
I like Ivan Toney as well, to be fair.
Go and get him.
I'll give you that one.
Do you get me? Go and get him. And then if they're going to bring in anyone else, it's up to them. But they do need to bring in other players. But I think, what about that Leeds player? Do you think he's going to come?
Who's that?
The Leeds winger. Rafinha, is it?
Rafinha, I don't know. They're touting him for 60, 70 mil. That's the thing. And I don't know. Every player has been touted in the media for at least 50, 60 mil. Every single player, even if they got 1 year left. So I take it with a pinch of salt. But I just don't see it being done. And I hope this club prove me wrong. But Brandon, can you remember a time when we went into a transfer window and got 5, 6 signings? Because that's what we need to get back up there to even try and compete. Especially with the way that Tottenham are strengthening. Man United are really strengthening. Do you know what I'm saying? We got a lot to do because we're playing catch up. And the fact that we didn't, the fact that so many people writ off January, me and Forward's like, oh, January's gone. It's come back to bite us, not only in qualifying for Champions League, but also now we are stuck with so much work. We need a deep line playmaker, a new number 10. We need 2 world-class strikers, 2. We don't need 1, we need 2, because we can't have an injury and then rely on Nketiah. Yeah? We need another right back potentially. We definitely, I feel like, need another centre back. And we need someone to rotate with Partey. We need a lot. If the level is to be back competing, that is what we need. If the standard is just getting top 4, maybe we could do with just three signings. Maybe. But if we're supposed to be competing, we need a lot of signings, and I do not see Arsenal being proactive enough in doing that. I mean, we've got already players we've got Torreira begging to leave. We've got Bellerin begging to leave. We've got Lacazette more than happy to leave on a free. We've got flipping Nketiah holding us to ransom. Why is he holding us to ransom? Because he's waiting to see if there's other options. We've got Deadwood are more than happy to leave. They're not gutted. They're happy, bro.
Sorry to break your heart. Waiting to leave. Lacazette's already a Lyon player, bro.
But that's what I'm saying. But look how happy he was, bro. He said, "I want to play Champions League football, bro." He was part of the set of players that allowed us to not be in the Champions League. He didn't do his bit. He can't walk away with his head held up high and said, "I actually provided value to Arsenal Football Club." Where's the accountability? You know why? Because these players are not made accountable. He can walk away to Lyon and think, "Oh well, job's done. Yeah, I'm off." Do you know what I'm saying? When did you ever score more than 20 goals? When did you ever do what Aubameyang did? Yet look at the way people are so happy to get rid of Aubameyang. I just don't understand. You got put on your ass this season by Nketiah, and you think you can come out and say, "Oh, well, I want to go play Champions League." What gives you the right in your brain to think that you're even good enough to play Champions League when Nketiah is putting you on the bench at Arsenal? It's embarrassing, bro. It's absolutely embarrassing. And what annoys me about you, Fawad, is you sit there and you always got an excuse to brush away the responsibility. Well,
all blame.
I'm not going to do anything. Well, this, well, that.
This is, I mean, you differ. Again, you say
that. You
curse Lacazette.
Well, you're a fan. What a fan is having an opinion. You always want to back away from your opinion by saying, "Well, the club's not going to act on it." So what's the point in me saying anything?
Well, do you know what? You can't blame Lacazette for leaving, and you can't blame him. He's moved on. The club chose to play him. The club chose to leave him. The club chose to run down his contract. The club chose to let him go. So you can't blame him. He's just an employee.
Bruv, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Listen, it's mad. We got Tommy that's in now. We're gonna let him have his say, and then we're gonna wrap up. Tommy, what are you saying, bro?
What are you saying, lads? Right, yeah.
I like Tommy.
Oh, look, Fuad, I'm coming for you, bro. Fuad, listen, I'm coming for you, bro, because you talk. I'm allowed to swear or not? Because I don't want to get you in trouble with it. Bro, you talk utter shit, bro. Honestly, you talk utter shit, mate.
Why,
yeah,
mate?
You talk. Bro, why is it with Arteta in fans? Yeah, you can't criticize your club. You can't criticize them. It's like, no, don't criticize them, because if you criticize them, that means you're not supporting them. Yeah,
No. What is
no, but it is though, because they.
Let me say, only just come in. Let him land.
No, because whenever Arteta out criticise the club, yeah, it's because they care about them. Yeah, they're not doing it for views or anything. They're doing it because look. You haven't won a league title since 2004. Yeah. So what do you expect people to be like? Oh, that's all right. We ain't won a league title. All right, Arteta, yeah, all right, mate, yeah, do whatever you want. Don't really matter. No, obviously they're fuming because your club hasn't been like you. And plus, as a West Ham fan, I'll be Arteta out as well, mate. He's useless. He's rubbish, mate.
You know, as a West Ham fan, I'll be honest with you. I said to you, you know, West Ham fans. See the difference between West Ham fans and Arsenal fans, all right? West Ham fans, all right. If someone criticised Moyes, they're criticising him. We're not Arsenal fan. If I criticise Arteta, first thing, you're gonna flip flop. You're not happy with him. You want him out. So you can't have a decent conversation with him, mate. So West Ham fan, that's the difference between our fan base and your fan base. You guys, we can have a. You ask West Ham fan. My friend supports West Ham. I see two West Ham fans. They can have a decent conversation. Us Arsenal fans can't. If I criticise Arteta, you want him out. You know he ain't good enough.
Yeah, I get that. I do get that. People are so black and white. There's no grey area.
So I'm telling you now, you want to go as a grown-ass man. You can. You're a grown-ass man. It's childish for you to even have like an opinion. You might as well stick to it because, oh yeah, whatever. Because if you try criticising the manager, these Arteta out fans, you know he's not good enough. No. It turns into a childlike playground argument. Well, you
say what you feel, no matter what other people.
No, but I support the manager. I'm giving him a chance.
If you truly believe in something or don't believe in it,
and
say it as it is, Fuad.
Tommy, I'm a realist. Tommy, I'm a realist. Tommy, I'm really.
What's a realist? Oh, I hate all Arteta ins always say that. I'm a realist,
bro.
I'm a realist. I can see the future. I can see what he's building.
The fact of the matter is, all right. The whole idea of this conversation, right, bro, was nothing to do with Arteta. It was about transfers. I turned around. He said to me, "How come you don't come on? You're hiding." I said to him, "Listen, I had a pre-season from football. Our chief executives, our manager, they're all on the beach." Enjoying their lives.
So, because they're on the beach, you can't. So basically, we should stop supporting our clubs.
Well, that's
what you're basically saying because they can't talk about transfers.
No, I'm saying
they're on the beach.
For me, I'm myself. I like to have a little pre-season. Tommy, Tommy,
give me a little jab.
I like to have a little cleanse from football. I don't worship football, bro. That's the difference. I don't give a fuck about football like you guys do. If you worship it, that's your business. But I don't worship it. I'm saying this. I like to cleanse myself from football a little bit. And I told him this before. I'm not going to sit you on a nice day, on a boiling hot day in Wales with a nice shiny weather out on the seaside, coming to my house, talking about Arteta and Arsenal transfer market. If they're on the beach, that's their business. That's me.
But I'm saying like North side though. I'm proper passionate. Like as soon as West Ham start look like, even say I'm watching a West Ham match and I don't like the way they're playing, I turn it off. So I can't deal with it. It pisses me off. Like I'll turn it off. Like that's how much I can't. Like that's how much. Like I had season ticket West Ham for like 11 years. Like you would hate us then because when we got relegated, we was doing the conga. Can you imagine doing that in Arsenal? Yeah, now like you probably get booed.
That's why I read you supporters. You're a supporter. I read people. That's why I say I support us. I thought, you know what? I support Arsenal. Support them from thick and thin. It ain't that. Look, listen.
They are supporting them though because supporting them is trying to get the best for them, which they're doing because they're calling out all the stuff.
Okay, you say. All right,
do you know what I'm saying? It's supporting. It's. I don't think supporting is just like throwing like I know, nice, all right. It'll sort it. No, it ain't. It's calling out the BS, which is your club has been doing. Like, if any other, I'll be on protest, yeah, because. How can you have an owner? Because the problem with it's also the fan base, but your main, like, if I had an owner, say if we employed, like, I don't know, like a random player, like a retired player, mate, I'll be fuming. I'll be like if you was owner of Apple and they hired, like, I don't know, some guy that's never worked at the company, would you be happy? No? As employees, you'd be like, what the fuck's going on? Like, if you was Apple, like...
Do Do you know the best
very
analogy?
confusing.
Yeah, both Brandon. I mean, it doesn't really affect Brandon because Brandon knows the levels, and Brandon, he's got higher standards. But Fuad is a dad. Yeah, Fuad. Sometimes with kids, I know for a fact.
Yeah, exactly. I know what you're saying. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Say,
yeah,
because
exactly.
you're my child, everything you do, daddy's gonna clap.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Or if you go and hit someone, or if you say something you shouldn't to offend someone, or this, you don't say, "Oh, you know what? I got to support you because you're my child." Oh, I'm just gonna clap.
No, it's tough love, isn't it?
Hold on, Fuad. Let me land. Sometimes there's a thing called tough love. Doesn't mean you don't love your child. Yeah, doesn't mean you're not there for them. But you're saying, listen, this ain't correct.
It's more love. It's more love because you're being harsh on them.
This is what I'm trying to. Okay,
yeah, you don't go there and support them regardless of what they do. Your wife, I'm sure. If your wife walks out on your marriage, do you
this guy is taking stupid.
With
all due respect, bro. Fuck Arsenal when it comes to.
Right, I'll meet you. What I'm saying is, the way
you're in a naughty corner.
The way you have to support
you can't
have love with your kids is sometimes the way with a football club. Yeah. I'm sure your kids mean more to you than Arsenal Football Club do, and you can have tough love with them and discipline them and say and correct them and say what is not right. Doesn't mean you don't love them. The same with your wife. If you're in an abusive relationship with your wife, the way I'm in an abusive relationship with this football club for 19 years, you're not going to say, "Oh well, it's okay. I'm in an abusive relationship. I got to stick by you no matter what." No, you have the right to call it out. So why?
That's why I stopped going over. That's why I stopped going over West Ham. That's why I stopped going over West Ham when we moved to Olympic Stadium, because I was like, this ain't who we are. This ain't what I grew up in with. Like, do you know what I mean?
With all due respect, bro. Listen. With all due respect,
I'll stop spending money.
I think, Brent. You know, offside. You got Tommy. You got any kids?
Tommy, it's going to be dark around you guys.
So, no, offside. I know you got no kids. Brendan, what would you rather do in the preseason? Take your kids out to a beach and don't worry about Arsenal. Sit here talking shit about Arsenal. Exactly. He's a father. How are you going to put your love? I don't give a fuck about Arsenal when it comes to my kids, bro. That's a different thing, bro. This is just a sport, bro. It ain't something I wish.
Right, you should be a politician. Real talk.
No, but it's a fact, though. No, you're saying to me, you put methodology life, bro. Arsenal affects your life.
That wasn't even the point I was making.
Stop watching.
Mate, West Ham affects my life. If we lose, I'm happy.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, bro. Everyone got different upbringings, innit? I was brought up different to all you lot. I wasn't brought up to cry about a football team, bro. That's the truth. So you're talking about.
Did you get a spanking from your parents?
Bro,
did you get a spanking?
Arsenal, listen.
Did you get a spanking from your parents? Because I know I got beaten up.
Brendan's a father. He knows where I'm coming from, bro. You're using like methodologies, like things that don't really. Who gives a fuck about Arsenal when it comes to your children, bro? Because when you have kids, you see for yourself.
My point is, the thing is, you keep cutting.
No, it's not my point, bro. It's just a small.
Support doesn't always mean lap up everything that person,
bro.
Whatever it is,
bro. The only reason why I'm on you is because you nag me to come on you, bro. But I'm not going to waste my fucking summer on a team that I don't really ain't playing football, bro. I support football. When it's on, I watch it.
Thank you, Fuad. Thank you, Francisco. Francisco, I'm
going to wrap up soon. You make up like all kids and all that shit. It's only fucking Arsenal, bro.
DJ Khaled, you finished?
Bro, it's facts though. Listen, bro. What kind of father am I? What kind of father am I? If I sat here with you lot and my kids want to go out and I gotta sit here talking shit about Arsenal, that's a failure as a father. That's the truth about it. It's a nice state, bro. Who cares about Arsenal in the preseason, bro?
I love you,
can't do all these methodologies and all that. Because when you're a father, you see for yourself, bro, and you'll stop going to Arsenal. You might stop watching football, bro.
Thank you, Fuad. Thank you, Francisco. What do you make about this chat? What do you make about everything bro said?
Seriously, on a real note, bro. Fuck Arsenal.
This has been hilarious so far, but this is not laughing matter at this point. The thing is, okay, here's the thing. Arnold so far assigned a guy from Brazil, like he's a kid, and signed two guys from MLS, a goalkeeper and a centre back. Correct me if I'm wrong. So
yeah, Trusty in it and Matt Turner.
Yeah, exactly. Trusty Matt Turner. Okay. So Arsenal decided to go for Wish to sign players at this point. So what's going to be next? We're going to shop in the A-League. A-League is Australian League. For those who don't know. What is frustrating about me? I know that what is going to happen is the following. They're going to let Tillmans go split their fingers. They're going to say at least 2-3 players and say, "Hey, this was the best we can do." It's
And the fans will
so
lap it up as well.
predictable about this club. Yeah, because the majority of these dumb fucking fans already bought their season tickets.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man. We're going to let Arsenal's letting Bissouma go to Tottenham. They go. They never even talked to Vlahovic in the first fucking place. Okay, and their big plan is was what a smoke screen.
Yeah, it was a small screen.
The
You're
big
right.
plan that Kroenke it was a fucking smoke screen. Because they say all that so to make the majority eat it up like a bunch of idiots they are. Okay, and the biggest problem you can say the problems with the Kroenke, the problems with the squad, the problems with the manager, but this majority of the fans, man. Dude, Benfica, yeah, it's not scouting. They're trying to make deals with players. They're trying to get Götze. Since Götze is very hesitant in accept the deal, okay, Benfica said, okay, here's the deal. If you don't like it, we're going to move to other player.
It is what it is, Francisco. Listen, Benfica have more. Benfica, there's accountability at Benfica. When they don't win the league, it's turmoil. You know that, Francisco. Yeah, but with us, it's pina coladas. Fuad's got his feet in the sand. Yeah, don't worry. There's next season, and then the next season, and then the next season, and let's just keep going. Let's not make anyone accountable. Let's not try and change anything. Let's not use your voice to say anything because you can just hide behind the excuse that the Kroenkes won't do anything. So that's all right. Just keep taking it.
Look.
Keep taking it. Just keep taking
bro,
it.
You're talking about, boys, with all due respect, Brad. Yo, you're talking about transfer. You're going back. The season's over, boys. Do you know what I mean? What happened? Now let's talk about transfers. Do you know what I mean? If you want to talk about seasons,
you don't want to talk about transfers.
The season's over, bro. I don't really want to talk about Arsenal in general, bro. I don't give a shit. It's summer, bro. That's the truth, bro.
Well, but he was linked to Bowen as well. He was linked to Bowen.
What?
That's a fact, bro.
Listen,
bro, I don't pay rude. It's like I still don't pay my bills, bro. I don't give a shit, bro. When the season's on, 6th of October, 6th of September, August, bam. Season's back on.
Who would you sign for Arsenal? Who would you sign for Arsenal? Like realistic,
bro. Okay, if it was me, I'll bring in Jesus, Ivan Toney, Tillsman, and bring in that Leeds player Rafinha, and bring in another midfielder.
Yeah, but that's not Project Youth, though, is it? No, I'm joking.
No, but they've come out and said they want to buy experience. So let's see if they do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they change their mind all the time. I remember when they bought Willian, and then that didn't work out, and David Luiz, that didn't work out, so now it's Project Youth, but now it's back to experience. When the experience don't work out, back to Project Youth. Yeah, and what can we call it? Project Avengers or Project, I don't know. Just pick a name out your ass because anyone the fan base will go with it.
Tommy.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And also, when can we do a watch along for Love Island?
Huh?
When can we do a watch along for Love Island?
Listen, if you're up for it, I was gonna.
Yeah, but I'm up for it.
The views weren't really there, so I thought, you know what, people don't want to watch it. So I was gonna stop it.
You two look like you should be on Love Island. Watch alongs for it.
Bro,
look at the generation. You can see too about it. You can see already. You won't grow up with watching Love Island and Mary Poppins and shit, bro. Come on, bro.
Come on, man. I already know the intro, like, you know what I mean? Hi, I'm North. Some people say I look like little dirt.
I thought you were Portuguese, bro.
Yeah, no.
You already know, but listen, I've got to go because I actually got to cook today. I can't leave it on my girl. But listen, thank you, Brandon, Francisco, Tommy. Tommy, we do need to do something, man. You're a joker, and I love the way you send for Fuad. Fuad, you're looking a bit, bad, bro. You look a lot more annoyed than you try and make it out.
No, I'm coming for you, Fuad. Fuad, I'm coming for you. I'm slapping that hat off your head.
Tommy, if you want, you can do. We can set up a versus. You versus Fuad if you want. I'll do it.
Oh, but that's the. Bro, he won't turn up. Like, I'm smoking. Bro, I'm smoking.
I'm smoking. You know what I'll do? Brandon can be the referee. Yeah, I'll let him.
Oh, this will be like WWE, innit?
I'll sit back. Fuad versus Tommy. Let it go.
You know
TLC, bro.
All right. What can we talk about? Bobby Moore.
Huh?
Don't put that legend in your mouth, bro. Don't put that legend in your mouth.
That was the last time they won something. That was a World Cup. They didn't do it for West Ham. He did it for England.
No, we won the playoff final in 2012.
Come on,
that's the most
bro.
expensive game in the world. So, boom.
Oh, bro.
I was actually there as well.
What was the last time they won something?
Bro. People saying Northside with Gemma. Nah, do you know what? Yeah, everyone keeps going about
she's
Gemma.
very annoying, bro. Her personality's zero, bro.
Yeah, annoying, bro. Like I'd go for India, or I'd go for, I think
Paige.
Paige is nice.
Yeah, Paige is nice.
Nice.
She got personality as well.
Yeah,
and Tasha.
Exactly. Gemma, bruv, she's a star.
You know what? More like you and Tommy can have a show, and I'll be the referee.
I'll just get with Gemma so I can play football with her dad. That's it. Like that's all I'd want. I'm like, yeah, I'm playing football with your dad. Like, go away. That's it.
You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
And that Luca, he's forcing it, bruv. He's forcing it.
Tommy, message me on IG because I ain't got you on none of the socials. Message me on IG.
Yeah, man don't have socials, innit? I don't have socials, you know.
What do you mean, man?
I'm 23.
And you don't have socials?
No, I keep off of it, like,
you're hiding
I don't know.
from someone. You're either hiding from a girl.
No.
You're hiding from something.
No, do you know what it is? Like, I just find it very annoying because, like, it upsets me because everyone says how their best life, and like, most of the time they ain't. So I just prefer not to go on it and just like, I rather focus on life itself than like post things all the time. I know YouTube's good for me.
No worries. Listen, people, thank you so much. We had at one point over 100 people locked in at one time.
Smash up the like.
And yeah, big up for you guys for coming on. Fuad, you're still in the mud, bro. Yeah? Don't go missing now, yeah? Don't go anywhere.
No. Listen. People. Listen, people. I got a life. I'm enjoying my summer. I'm enjoying my vacation. I'll see you all in August. Because I don't care about
wait, you're not coming
West Side.
I ain't letting you go.
Listen, Tommy, Tommy, with all due respect, bro, you need to get on social media before you look your mouth, bro.
I'll smoke you if I was on social media.
You can't do
it. You get rid of it.
Hey, and it's funny how he sits there. He says, "Oh, I've got my summer. I don't care about Arsenal."
God, bro, you won't see me on here now.
While wearing his Arsenal top.
Yeah, do you know what I'm saying?
I play football. I'm a footballer. Listen. You won't see me in August. I've told you all now. Listen, people, enjoy. I'll see you all in August.
On that bombshell, we're out. Fuad, don't go anywhere.
August.